before the Oprah interview had even aired, the royal family conducted a smear campaign against Meghan, labeling her a bully. There were two people doing the interview, Prince Harry and Meghan. Both of them were being interviewed. However, who did the firm go after? They went after Meghan. They accused her of bullying. Fake, bogus bullying allegations that have never been proven to this day. My family, today Meghan was threatened on live TV once again. And that is why I made this video today. To inform you that Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, has been threatened on live TV once again. Yes, yes, and yes, she has been threatened on live TV. Now, someone called Tom Boer, a person who wrote a book about Meghan and has never met Meghan, went on live TV to confess this, that it's Meghan that he is after. And I want you to hear him say it from his own lips. I don't want you to just hear what I have to say. I want you to hear directly from Tom Boer himself. And when you're listening to this, I want you to remember Harry's words in the Miu Kansi that I will replay in this video, whereby Prince Harry said this, and I quote Harry's words: "They won't stop until she's dead." And time and time again, the carnival of so-called experts are proving that that is exactly what they are after. Because time and time again, it sickens me so much to have to watch, to go onto Twitter and see members of the squad talking about the latest death threat being sent towards Meghan on live TV. On live TV. They are threatening Meghan on live TV. My family, listen to this video yourself. I want you to hear this yourself. And remember that this is what I've been telling you for months now. The target is Meghan. Remember my words. The target is Meghan, not Harry. The target is Meghan, as I've always told you. And today, those words that I've always told you each and every single day for months now are being repeated on live TV. The carnival of so-called experts are confessing on live TV their target is Meghan. It is Meghan they are after. And this is the video that I want to show you, for you to hear yourself from their own mouth, coming from their own hateful lips.
He was born. His princely title is Meghan Im. Look at this book. Is really Meghan you are. He was born. His princely title is Meghan Im. Look at this book. Is really Meghan you are.
He'll keep his princely title. That's what Tom Boer said. He'll keep his princely title. Prince Harry, that is. It's Meghan that I am after. But not just Tom Boer. All of the so-called carnival of so-called experts, majority of them are after Meghan herself. And once again, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, is being threatened on live TV. And we need to call this out once and for all, that this is completely unacceptable. This is totally unacceptable. I am sick. I am fed up of having to wake up every single day to see Meghan being threatened on live TV. His words it's Meghan I'm after. And what do I always tell you in this video, in this channel? Meghan is the target. That has always been my words in this channel. And it makes me so upset, so angry about just how Meghan is threatened on live TV so brazenly. Like they are unafraid of sending death threats to Meghan on live TV. I mean, the last time it was Valentine Law. Today, it's Tom Boer. I mean, I told you this. You know, I've been telling you this for a long time. After the one-year review period, someone called Christopher Wilson, a carnival of so-called experts, said this out, and I quote, "There was hope that Harry would come back alone." When Harry and Meghan said they were not returning as senior members of the royal family. Valentine Law, a couple of days ago, I want you to hear what Valentine Law also said about Meghan. And this is what Valentine Law said about Meghan.
For one very particular...
How do you say? I'm fascinated. How does it end? This. What is your prediction? I think he's going to come back here, tail between legs, and she'll be left there.
That will. I guarantee that will never happen for one very particular reason: the kids. Those kids are going to stay in the United States. Harry loves those kids a bit. He's a great father. I'm convinced that he's always been terrific with children. So while she has breath in her body, those kids remain in the States, and therefore Harry.
Well, how do you say? I'm fascinated.
While she has breath in that body, Valentine Law's own words. He said, while Meghan has breath in that body, and I quote Valentine Law, I'm quoting Valentine Law himself. While Meghan has breath in that body, Archie, Lady Diana, and Prince Harry will stay in the US. The woman there said that Prince Harry will come back, tail between his legs. They dream so much of Prince Harry coming back to the UK, so much so that they are hoping, they are wishing, they are sending death threats on live TV to Prince Harry's wife, Meghan. My family, I am fed up. I am fed up with having to watch this every single day. Today, we have Tom Boer saying it's Meghan I'm after. He's saying that it's Meghan that I'm after on TV for every single person to hear.
He was born. His princely title is Meghan Im after. Because this book is really... Oh, it's Meghan you are.
It's Meghan I'm after. Prince Harry can keep his princely title. It's Meghan that I am after. My family, there's one thing that I want you to know. This carnival of so-called experts don't just say it. They are told what to say by the establishment, by the monarchy, by courtiers, by members of the royal household. Because Tom Boer proceeds to say that, William saw right through Meghan. Charles saw right through Meghan. He proceeds to mention names. He is telling you exactly who is behind this smear campaign against Harry and Meghan. He is telling you the target of their attacks, the target of their racism is Meghan. My family, when will this end? When will this stop? This is completely, totally unacceptable. Now, Tom Boer appeared as a guest on Good Morning Britain. The same TV whereby Piers Morgan worked, where Piers Morgan was allowed to bully, publicly harass a married woman on live TV. declare his obsession with Meghan on live TV every single day for years. For years. And Tom Boer went to that same station, Good Morning Britain, and publicly issued death threats towards Meghan. It's Meghan I am after. It's the mother of Prince Harry's children they are after. It's Prince Harry's wife, Meghan, that they are after. It's the love of Prince Harry's life, Meghan, that they are after. And they are not just after her, through bullying, racism. It's clear. As Prince Harry said, I like just using Prince Harry's own words because I prefer you listen to his own words rather than mine. Rather than me saying it. Because some things are just so tough for me to say from the bottom of my heart. It's so difficult for me to say it. But Prince Harry knows it. And that's why he said so in the Me You Can't See. That I quote, Prince Harry, they won't stop until she's dead. Just hear Prince Harry's own words in the Me You Can't See.
That's why my wife is here now. That feeling of being trapped within the family is... There was no option to leave. Eventually, when I made that decision for my family, I was still told, you can't do this.
Let me pause there. Let me pause there for just a short while, kindly. My family, Prince Harry, said that eventually, when I made the decision to leave, for a long time, the UK press blamed Meghan for Prince Harry leaving. Prince Harry, in the Me You Can't See, said that I made the decision to leave. And there was a reason for it. A very, very good and valid reason. Prince Harry lost his mother, his late mom, Diana, because of the UK press so obsessed with her, harassing her every single day, to the point that inevitably they chased the late Diana to her death. Diana died in France, being chased by paparazzi, leading to a car accident that cost the late Diana her life. And the same tabloids that yelled, strip Diana of her titles, and then got what they wanted. When Diana divorced Charles, she was stripped of her titles. And don't forget this, members in the royal household never liked Diana. They were jealous, envious of her. They couldn't stand her. Quite simply put, they hated Diana. And that hate that they showed Diana, Charles' affairs with Camilla, how poorly he treated Diana, inevitably, at the end, after the harassment, continued, despite also Diana losing her titles. Diana still, the UK press never stopped obsessing over Diana. And they chased her to her death. My family, Prince Harry, said so. And you've heard the video that I just played you. Eventually, when I made the decision to leave, what did the UK press do? I'll tell you what they did. They blamed Meghan for Harry leaving. They coined, a name for the fact that Harry and Meghan were leaving. They called it Megxit, which Prince Harry has spoken about it, calling it a misogynistic term. Misogynistic term. Prince Harry said so himself. And my family, you've heard how the UK press, called Meghan, called, what the move made by Harry and Meghan to leave. They called it Megxit. They dubbed the move Megxit, a misogynistic term directed towards Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. My family, once again, they blamed Meghan for Harry's decision. Prince Harry and Meghan both did the Oprah interview, both of them. They decided to talk about the experiences, what they went through, and the firm was spreading falsehoods against both Harry and Meghan. Who did the firm go after? Who did the UK press go after? They went after Meghan. Prince Harry is writing his memoir. Who does Tom Boer blame for Harry writing his memoir titled Spare? He blames it on Meghan. My family, let me finish what Harry said in the Me You Can't See, kindly.
I have to get until I am allowed to do this. Or she was going to end her life. It shouldn't have to get to that. Do I have any regrets? Yeah, my biggest regret is not making more of a stance earlier on in my relationship with my wife and calling out the racism when I did. History was repeating itself. My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white. And now look what's happened. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They're not going to stop until she dies.
My family, I wanted you to hear that part. By Prince Harry himself, Prince Harry's own words. Not Brian's words, Prince Harry's own words. And that's why I like to quote Prince Harry's own words in this channel. That's why whenever I make, a video, I like quoting Harry's words. I like quoting what Meghan has said. Because they know what this is about. They know what this is about. When Meghan does an interview, a podcast with Mariah Carey, they spoke about, Meghan said this, and I quote, she and Harry were upsetting the dynamic of the hierarchy just by existing. Prince Harry said this, my biggest regret is not calling out the racism earlier on in our relationship, making a stance on that. My biggest regret. Prince Harry proceeds to say that my mother was chased to her death at the back of a car with someone who was not white. You want to talk about history repeating itself? They are not going to stop until she's dead. Prince Harry said that was the intention of the UK press, of the firm and the UK press, both of them, because both of them are working clearly hand in hand. I mean, my family, come on. Can you explain this, for instance? Harry and Meghan do an Oprah interview. Meghan gets accused of bullying. And now, Prince Harry writes a memoir titled Spare. Meghan gets accused of it. They're accusing Meghan. Tom Boer, at least, is accusing Meghan of Harry's memoir. And then proceeds to go saying that it's Meghan I'm after. Prince Harry can keep his princely title. It's Meghan I'm after. Tom Boer's own words. My family, this is a coordinated smear campaign, a hate campaign, which has a clear goal, which Prince Harry has told you of that goal. And I quote once again Prince Harry's words. They won't stop until she's dead. Not me saying it. Prince Harry has said it. And the UK press, the so-called carnival of so-called experts, are repeating it on live TV. On TV. They are saying it so brazenly, so openly. I mean, you want to talk about the UK press landscape? this is how it is in the UK. The kind of very much bigoted media and a very racist media. People have lost their lives, and I've told you this. Diana lost her life. Caroline Flack lost her life. It is a media that is so bloodthirsty. As a matter of fact, even Meghan said it in a statement once. They are so bloodthirsty. They are out for blood. My family, we need to use our voices and call this harassment, smear campaign, hate campaign against Prince Harry and Meghan out. We need to keep fighting the hate. Once again, I say this. Hate will never win. Only love will win. The battle between good and evil shall continue until the end of time. However, good will always triumph over hate. Now, Tom Boer, in the video that I showed you, where he issues a death threat towards Meghan, saying that it's Meghan that I am after, was on the show debating with historian Dr. Tessa Dunlop about stripping Harry and Meghan of their royal titles. Again, I remind you of this. Diana was stripped of her titles and she was hated by the royal family, by Charles. Even the Queen herself hated Diana, the late Queen. And that's the truth. She had to be begged by the then Prime Minister, Tony Blair, that was his name, Tony Blair, to issue a statement after Diana passed away. Even the UK press itself were asking the Queen, begging the Queen to issue a statement. That's how much the Queen never liked Diana. She was hated by them. So my family, that level of hate is what you see every single day. When they go on TV, the carnival of so-called experts go on TV to issue death threats towards Meghan. On TV. And I condemn those death threats on this channel once again. I condemn it. My family, some would say, Bran, but why are we talking about this today? Why? Because we need to keep a record. The royal family, for what you've seen, is very good at writing history. They are very good at it. Very, very good at it. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, within a month or so, they were bragging that finally they have silenced Diana's voice in the Panorama interview, silencing the BBC from ever showing the Panorama interview ever again. They were bragging about it. And then, I don't think they're bragging anymore after The Crown is remaking the late Diana's Panorama interview. The Crown, that you can see yourself, how the farm led by King Charles is actively sending his press minions to go after, the Crown, attacking the Crown on Netflix. So my family, remember one thing. Diana was stripped of her titles. The UK press never backed off of Diana. Never. They never stopped going after Diana. Eventually, they chased her to her death. My family, there's a reason why I use inevitably or eventually. I use it because you've seen the smear campaign. You've seen the hate campaign. This hate campaign and smear campaign against Harry and Meghan, does it look like they want, Meghan to live? Let me ask that question to all of you. Does it sound to you, with all this hate campaign, with this smear campaign, with the bullying of Meghan while pregnant with Archie, the point that she wanted to take her own life while pregnant, and Prince Harry in the Me You Can't See also talks about it. Does it seem to you like they want Meghan to live? Does the UK press, let me rephrase that question. Does the UK press, does the farm led by King Charles William, does it look to you like they want Meghan to live? Does it seem to you? Kindly answer that question. Kindly answer that question. they never ever backed off of Diana after she was stripped of her titles. The royal family kept leaking against her. They kept spreading lies about Diana. That is what the fam did. That is what Charles, Camilla did to the late Diana. My family, and right now, they are repeating it once again. They never change how they attack the women who marry into the royal family. They never change their attacks. If you can look closely, those attacks are similar. But with Meghan, it's mixed with racism. The hate is basically, racism is the driving factor of the hate. Even Dan Wootton himself said this in an article for the Daily Mail, that as a monarchist, he believes that members of the royal family should be whiter than white. Piers Morgan said in an article, Prince Harry should escape his woke hell. That means come back to the UK and marry a dim white conservative blonde chosen for him by his brother William. Piers Morgan wrote that in an article for the Daily Mail. So my family, you tell me, all in all, does it seem to you like this has nothing to do with racism? After the enormous large number of death threats that we keep on seeing time and time again against Meghan, does the farm and the UK press want Meghan to live? That's the question that I'm asking all of you. From what you've been seeing, from Prince Harry's own words, does it seem like they want her to live? My family, this is how the interview played out. Tom Boer accused the couple of lying in their interview with Oprah, stating that there were 17 inaccuracies in what they had said during the bombshell interview. But while discussing the couple's upcoming book, Mr. Boer was questioned about free speech. Surely in Britain, every citizen has the right to free speech, questioned GMB presenter Ed Balls. Mr. Boer responded, they have an absolute right to go on Oprah. They have an absolute right to write their book. But they should have the recognition of being part of the royal family in terms of their titles. He said that. Now, viewers at home were horrified by Boer's comments. Someone said this, and I quote, Tom Boer saying on GMB what Meghan fans and thinking people have always known about the British royal family, the British media, and some sections of the British public. And I quote, I don't mind Harry. It's Meghan I'm after. Tom Boer said that. Tom Boer said that. And I've been telling you this for months now. Meghan is the target. And today you've heard it from Tom Boer himself. Meghan is their target. Now someone said that quite literally, terrifying to say that, and go unchallenged, because he wasn't even challenged. He wasn't challenged. The people there, were okay with him saying that. On TV, on live TV. On live TV, my family. On live TV. Before I joined this community, which I'm proud to be in, I asked myself, how can Meghan handle all this? How can she handle all of this negative press? And then Prince Harry told me himself, in the you can't see from what we've all seen, about how when he got with Meghan, he woke up, to see Meghan crying, first of all, after the Oprah interview. After the Oprah interview, it was Meghan that Harry woke up to in the middle of the night to hear his wife crying. His wife pregnant with their daughter Lilibet Diana after suffering a miscarriage. I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that. And hear from Prince Harry himself what he said on this. Kindly.
Meghan decided to share with me the total neglect. We spent 4 years trying to make it work. We did everything that we possibly could to stay there and carry on doing the role and doing the job. But Meghan was struggling. I think people have seen the photograph of us, squeezing each other's hands as we walked into the Royal Albert Hall in London for a charity event. She was 6 months pregnant at the time. What perhaps people don't understand is earlier that evening, Meghan decided to share with me the suicidal thoughts and the practicalities of how she was going to end her life. The scariest thing for her was her clarity of thought. She hadn't lost it. She wasn't crazy. She wasn't self-medicating, be it through pills or through alcohol. She was absolutely sober. She was completely sane. Yet, in the quiet of night, these thoughts woke her up. The thing that stopped her from seeing it through was how unfair it would be on me. After everything that had happened to my mum, and to now be put in a position of losing another woman in my life, with a baby inside of her, our baby, I'm somewhat ashamed of the way that I dealt with it. And of course, because of the system that we were in, and the responsibilities and the duties that we had a quick cuddle, and then we had to get changed, and I had to jump in a convoy with a police escort, and drive to the Royal Albert Hall for a charity event, and then step out into a wall of cameras and pretend as though everything's okay. There wasn't an option to say, you know what, tonight we're not going to go. Because just imagine the stories that come from that. While my wife and I were in those chairs, gripping each other's hand, the moment the lights go down, Meghan starts crying. I'm feeling sorry for her, but I'm also really angry with myself that we're stuck in this situation.
When the lights go down, Meghan was crying. When the royal family falsely accused Meghan of bullying after the Oprah interview, Prince Harry said once again he woke up in the middle of the night to hear his wife crying. My family, when I tell you the target is Meghan, I mean the target is Meghan. And Tom Boer himself has confirmed it, that their target is Meghan. Not Harry, Meghan. Now, someone called Anna said this, it's Meghan I'm after. Tom Boer on national TV, talking about Prince Harry's memoir, openly threatening Meghan. Absolutely disgusting. Hashtag GMB. Someone called Julia said that it's Meghan I'm after, just said Tom Boer on GMB. Brits have normalized threatening Meghan on TV. Someone's called out ITV and GMB. Are you so happy to give a platform to an outright bully then? This witch hunt against Harry and Meghan, particularly Meghan, is gross. People are seeing exactly what we all see. The world is seeing exactly what Harry himself told you. Their target is Meghan. And they want to do to Meghan what they did to Harry's late mother. My family also, these UK carnival also called experts, want to profit from writing lies, spreading gossip about Harry and Meghan. And however, somehow Harry and Meghan have no right to talk about their lives. And also, these so-called 17 lies in the Oprah interview, everything that Harry and Meghan said has been proven to be true, down to what they said about, the royal family having conversations about Archie not being a prince. To this day, I can confirm to you right now, I've just re-looked once again at the royal family's website on their list of succession. They have not updated their website to reflect Archie's correct title, how it should be styled as Prince Archie. Meaning that clearly the firm has not recognized Archie and Lilibet being prince and princess as grandchildren of the current reigning monarch, King Charles, a failed father to Prince Harry, a failed grandfather to Archie, the person who put his coronation on the same day as baby Archie's birthday with the intent of ensuring the erasure from the history books, the erasure of biracial children from the history books. That whenever every single person talks about May 6th, it won't be remembered as the day that Archie was born. No. Charles wants that day remembered as his coronation. Not that he has a biracial black grandson. Curious to know what they'll put on, what event or occasion they'll put on baby girl Lilibet Diana's birthday, because I know it's coming. The sad thing is, I know it's coming. You know it's coming. We know it's coming. My family. And also, never forget, Tom Boer mentions, name drops William. Name drops Charles. Name drops this, and other people when talking about the smear campaign against Meghan. When talking about Meghan, that is after Meghan, he name drops William and Charles. Once again, confirming exactly who are behind the smear campaign against Meghan. My family, someone might have said that, saying that Harry has not even read his own book and that it's Meghan who has written it. This is so unhinged and proves once again that Harry was never and will never be the issue. He could even insult the Queen to their faces and they will still blame Meghan for it. Someone called Myra said that. The racism is on full display for all of you to see. Tom Boer is threatening.
He was born. His princely title is Meghan Im. This book is really
You've heard so yourself. And his threats go unchallenged. Yet again. Someone called Dr. Zanyi, before I end this podcast, said, Tom Boer on TV saying with his chest, what we all know, and I quote, I don't mind Harry, it is Meghan Im after Tom Boer's words. ITV and GMB are continuing to platform this racist, sexist, misogynistic Tom Boer. And don't at me that it is not about her race. We know what this is about. Someone called Dr. Zanyi said this. My family is racism against Meghan, something that all of you already know. And we need to keep fighting this hate campaign and calling it out. My family, I want to hear your opinion about the latest threat against Meghan. This latest threat against Meghan. My family, once again, I say to you what I've always said. No weapon formed against Prince Harry or Meghan shall prosper. And with that, and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and support our ever-growing family on YouTube. My family, this pains me a lot. You know, what I've had to say here today. What I've had to show you today is just nothing but the reality of where we are at today. This day despite the fact that Meghan has left the UK 2 years ago. She still is led upon. She still is threatened every single day. And they're doing it with the full consent of William, Charles, Camilla, and Kate Middleton, senior members of the royal family. They're doing it with their full consent. And they need to be called out for it. They need to be called out for it. And this anger is also attributed to the fact that no matter what they've done with this smear campaign, they still haven't been able to break Prince Harry and Meghan. And that hurts them so much. It pisses them off so much. Now, my family, I want to hear your opinion about all of this. I want to hear your opinion. Even someone called Celia said this, that I don't mind Harry. It's Meghan I'm after, said Tom Boer on TV. Isn't that the royal family's mantra? Who can forget the difference in treatment for the Oprah interview? When both Meghan and Harry talked, but only Meghan was targeted and smeared by the royal family. Once again. And someone will say that if the monarchy does not survive, it won't be Prince Harry or Meghan Markle's fault. It will be down to the UK media establishments and shows like GMB, tabloids. They just keep making up lies and manipulating their viewers and readers. It's so relentless, especially towards Meghan. The harassment is relentless. And it needs to be called out, my family. It needs to be called out. One way to fight this hate is by talking about it. It's the only way. Talk about the hate and fight it. And I will fight this hate. I'll fight this hate against Meghan every single day. I'll call out the death threats. I'll call out the smear campaign. Tom Boer is clearly being misogynistic towards Meghan. Clearly being racist towards Meghan. And my family, did Diana truly have just an accident? Or was she killed? When you look at what they're doing right now, the threats towards Meghan, did Diana truly have an accident? I remember even before the Oprah interview, they were saying that, Harry and Meghan should think about, doing this before, this car crash interview. Why did they use those terms? They did that to reference the car accident that Diana, was involved in, that cost Diana her life. Once again, I ask you, with all of this, did Diana truly have a car accident, or was she killed? Diana herself said that they were plotting an accident so that Charles will be allowed to marry Camilla, could marry Camilla. And everything that Diana said, wrote in a note, happened exactly as she said it would. My family, may God keep blessing and protecting Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet Diana, and Victoria Ragland. May God keep blessing and protecting their family. They need your prayers. They need you to speak up and speak out against this vilification hate campaign against them. I choose to be a voice to fight this hate campaign. And I know that you do too. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. Hate will never win, my family. If you're feeling sad after this podcast, or this video, sorry, know one thing. Hate will never win. Love will win. They may have gotten away with what they did to the late Diana. They may have gotten away with the pain that they caused her. The monarchy may have survived after that. Yes, they did survive after that. But they won't cause any harm towards Meghan. They won't. The world is watching. Stay tuned to our next video. Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of the Sesko Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.